Uh, you know, I went to George Mason University, and that's something which I have already observed. The PhD students there, which were enrolled in George Mason University and who were most probably research associates to then, receive the delegate, which consists UMT faculty members. This first wave of this cooperation with American State Department. And what was the average age of the PhD students? Above 60 years. That's the beauty of America. This society it's a land of opportunities. You're sitting there, you're 40, you're 50, and suddenly you say, I want to change my career. You will get an opportunity. You suddenly want to be a journalist or a storyteller or a fiction writer. You can do that in the United States of America. I mean, nobody really puts some kind of a stamp on you that, that okay, this is your identity, and that's going to define you forever and ever. So there is kind of a maybe patience. I mean, that's an important thing that, our judiciary, standard of judges, at least I find them, despite writing several books, I find the judges of Supreme Court and High Court, or even session judges, far more educated, knowledgeable, and learned than me. It's just I have told, you must have guessed, I spend a lot of hours watching YouTube, media, documentaries, following the news, and it has been happening since decades. So this, when I'm praising, yes, I don't know really a lot about people personally, which come up in the media. Actors. Humayun Saeed. Humayun Saeed is such a gentleman. Numan Ijaz. So most of the time I'm agreeing with the great, representing my age. This Hasna Manam had this our favorite, really talented actor. I forgot the name. Who asked this question to, and then they bottom up drinking or something, whatever. That this new movie which has arrived, and the name just skipped my mind. He's one of my favorite actor, and or Fawad Khan, or a little bit who are younger to me than 4 years, 10 years younger to me, but they have great personalities and they have leadership qualities, even if they are just actors representing Lollywood or Pakistani drama. So and then they have a certain point of view about people. For example, Numan Ijaz and Humayun Saeed or Suhail Ahmed. They would say the same thing which I think is true about them, and then I will feel confident. It's kind of meeting people and then praising. I do that as well. About Dr. Hassan Murad, I have spent so many, you can say days where I would specifically mention Dr. Hassan Murad being a great leader. So as I know about people, and as I would confirm it through media that this person has such a great opinion, and I agree with it, and that is how I develop this my knowledge base about Pakistanis, their talent, and before even this whatever, how Pakistani army has, security force and Pakistani Air Force has really shown the door to Indian army. I didn't knew this kind of an outcome for sure, but this data which I have been able to conclude is, I'm writing in my articles or speaking about that the Pakistani nation has shown immense resilience. Out of ordinary. You can, this again, being an economist, I can mention yet again with more understanding of the subject that our Honorable Finance Minister Muhammad Aurangzeb, spectacular banker, financial expert in finance ministry, needs an economist who has orientation in finance, or Honorable Minister of Industries and Production, Harun Akhtar. I know him, I have observed him, this many his media appearances, such an eloquent speaker, a businessman. There are certain kind of amazing manners and expressions to have an impression that he's a very learned and knowledgeable person as well, despite being associated with businesses and maybe they're representing business elite. So yes, of course, that's some kind of I will speak some economics as well while discussing economists or business leaders. Then Hassan Iqbal, I mean, decades of observation. First time I knew about Hassan Iqbal was in 2007 with a conference when he was, we had a session where it was chaired by Hassan Iqbal. And I could speak some good economics. I was quite nervous. Oh, Hassan Iqbal is here, so how should I represent? I'm nearly finalizing my PhD. I mean, Hassan Iqbal was chair planning commission in 1998, 99. I mean, so these are all based on educated observations. If the youth does not know about them, that is why, if it is not really represented that, okay, Malia Lodi will listen to the praise and she would say, okay, he might want something out of all this praise. No, I am largely reaching out to the world to tell the story of Pakistan, and then you better interact yourself with Malia Lodi. I know the story